Hey everybody, welcome back. Dave, ABQ, SC, and C. Today we will be opening up a hobby box of 1991 Pro Set Platinum Series 2, hunting a Brett Favre rookie card. A couple other notable cards in this set. Not really a whole lot of true value, but the Brett Favre has been doing pretty good. Joe Montana, Platinum Performer, Steve Young. The Brett Favre and Beckett is priced at $5. On eBay, it's sold from anywhere from 99 cents to $4.99, with PSA 10s recently selling for $14.99. So that's what we're looking for, the Brett Favre rookie card. There's also a mention. I went to a trading card database only because Beckett can sometimes be way off, and eBay's too crazy sometimes. Sometimes cards are going really good, sometimes they're not. Just depends on who's on, I think, at the time and what they're looking for. There is a Paul Brown card that has been selling for $95, and an Emmitt Smith card that is $126.50. It didn't say whether it was exclusive to Series 1 or Series 2, and it seems like it's pretty rare. So we'll see what happens. We do have a couple sponsors today. Bottom left is going to C. Rogers. C. Rogers gets the bottom left, and bottom right goes to Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. Shaking things up a little bit this week, as we normally do breaks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but with football starting up, going to shift that just a little bit to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, just to see how it goes next couple weeks. Sundays we're going to do something a little different, so stay tuned for that. And let's start opening Pro Set Platinum 1991 Series 2. We do have Series 1 tomorrow. We'll be hunting a Bill Belichick rookie card. Browns coach at the time. His rookie card recently selling on eBay. PSA 10s. They're like $150. $150, $170. So that's going to be crazy if we can get one that looks like it's going to be close. It'll be interesting to see if anybody runs it, turns it in to PSA to see if it was a 10. That would be insane. Alright, 91 Series 2 Pro Set Platinum. Pro Set Platinum was kind of Pro Set's way of getting a higher end product out there. Didn't last very long. This era of Pro Set cards is probably my favorite. Growing up, I liked it way better than I liked Tops or Score or any of the other ones. So we're going to close the box over here, leave that box there. Opening up Pro Set Platinum Series 2, 12 cards in each pack. Here is the pack right here. On the back it says win certificates have been randomly inserted and are redeemable for a very limited edition of Pro Set Platinum cards containing 1 gram minimum of platinum. That's awesome. There were redeemable cards in here. I saw that in there as well, so we'll see. We're doing top left here. No sponsors on this one. Hunting a Brett Favre rookie card. I got sleeves ready. I got top loaders ready. And these things are... Here we go. Pro Set Platinum. Jay Schrader card number 1. Remember watching this guy and then watching him give way to Vince Evans. Here is the back of the card. Came off pretty nice. Jay Schrader. No paper loss at all on that. And it tells you who the photo was taken by, so that's pretty awesome. Card number 1, Jay Schrader. Looks like card number 2 is a Cardinal. Tom Tupa started out as a quarterback. I believe he ended up being a punter. Tom Tupa, Arizona Cardinals. Cards are weird. No border, no name on the front. Not the standard card set of the day. Most times it was a huge border that took away from most of the picture. Name and a bunch of stats on the back. This really doesn't have any of that. Benny Blades, Detroit Lions. We got a Charger lineman coming up next. Pro Set Platinum, 1991, Series 2. Eric Moten. Oh man, look at this guy. Going for the Eagles in 91. One of my favorite players when he was around. Jim McMahon, trademark visor. Trademark headband. I thought the pictures would be better. I kind of like the pictures of the regular set better than I do the pictures on this one so far. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in their orange sickle uniforms. They're coming off really nice, but it's going to make the break take forever. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Paul Gruber. No real giveaways from last week. I think I had a day where we just did not have anybody comment at all. There's no trick to it. Basically, at the end of most of the videos, we tell everybody the cards that they are eligible to put in for, and I think today was one of those days where nobody put in for it. Morton Anderson, New England Patriots, the old school guy on the helmet. Chris Singleton. Joe Gibbs, baby. Had like 3 Super Bowls in like 6 years. Then went on to become a racing legend. Joe Gibbs, man, all around, just out there being awesome. Head coach card, Platinum Performers. This Marshall, I think this is Marshall. It's either Marshall or Banks. Carl Banks. Part of that. Oh, tackling Thurman Thomas, part of that vaunted Giants defense. Marshall, Banks, Lawrence Taylor, Tampa Bay Buck offensive lineman. Charles McRae. Last but not least, Cincinnati Bengals. Eddie Brown. Another one that was gone way too soon. All right. That was pack number 1. Got a long way to go here. Looking for Brett Favre. Rookie card. On the back is Todd Marinovich. We wasted a pick on him. Drugs and alcohol did him in. Maybe LA was not the best fit for him. They tried to make it work out of USC. My old man really liked him. I was never a fan of him. Jacob Green. Somehow the back of the cards are better than the front on these. Ricky Jackson. Oh man, Ronnie Lott in a Raider uniform. I am loving that. I remember those days. Him, Rathman, Roger Craig. We were like 49er posts, man. All the ex-49ers were coming to LA. Los Angeles Raiders. That's right, baby. Saw a lot of this guy play. Loved watching him play. John Alt. I love how they had everybody else black and white, and then they highlighted this guy in the color. That was great. Wendell Davis. Robert Delfino. Los Angeles Rams. Matt Millen in a Redskin uniform. You're killing me. Matt Millen, GM of the Lions. Played a lot for the Raiders. And the Lions, I believe. Ended up being a TV analyst. And then they gave him a job. The Lions did as a GM. Took them to a record-breaking 0-16. Sorry, C. Rogers. Kind of glad you didn't get him. Stephon Page. Oh, I thought I was going to say Brett Favre. You're killing me, but the Brett Favre one here would be a Falcon one, I believe. It would be a Falcon card for Brett Favre. Rodney Holman. Packers here, doubling up, I believe. Ed West. Bryce Pop. All right, 2 packs down. That one went a little faster than the first one. So a little update on my car situation. These guys are killing me. Todd Light, I remember liking him. Wasn't a huge Rams fan, as my old man liked him, but Todd Light was pretty good. Cornerback. Anthony Carter. Before Moss came around. Anthony Carter. And then Chris Carter came around. They had the 2 Carters. I think as Anthony was leaving, that's when Moss came in. New England Patriots, Jerome Henderson. Henry Jones coming up for the Bills. Yeah, so my car got broken into last week, or attempted to get broken into. And we took it into the shop, called the insurance, and of course we get the call today that says that they got it in right under our deductible. So we are going to have to pay out of pocket completely for this thing. Not exactly what I was hoping to hear. Chiefs, number 44, Harvey Williams. A little bit of paper loss on Mike Pritchard. These things, for the most part, are good. Hoping if we do get a Brett Favre, he's not going to be horribly, like, for the most part, they're coming off. Like every one card out of every pack is getting like a little bit of paper loss. All right. So, yeah, out of pocket. They came in like $80 under my deductible. I was like, you're killing me. The only good news is that they covered the rental car. Kevin and Ross, I guess I'll get you guys in a little closer so you can fully appreciate these things as I do. Steve Jordan. David Grayson. Yeah, so $80 under my deductible means I pay out of pocket for the entire Mark Carrier. Yeah, the rental car was included though. I normally don't get the extra rental coverage. Cleveland Browns. David Grayson, that's him. I didn't get that looks like Duper. Yep, Mark Duper. One of the receiver tandems in the league. I believe it was Duper and Clayton for the Dolphins. Alright, next pack. Yeah, I normally don't get the extra insurance, but I did this time. I didn't get the full coverage, I just got the liability. And like the last day we had the rental car, I was going to work, and some truck kicked up a rock, and it put a crack in the windshield. So I don't know what made me want to get the insurance. Like the whole time she was talking about it, I was pretty much shaking my head saying no. Tim McKyer, he was pretty decent. And at the last second, I was like, yeah, let's do the minimal one. And it's a good thing I did, because Eric Allen, he was a great cornerback for the Eagles. I hate to admit it since it's the Eagles, but he was really, really good. Leonard Smith. So, yeah, that was covered. Thankfully, jeez. That would have sucked if it wasn't. Freeman McNeil, because they would have probably done it as a separate incident. So, have to find out tomorrow if the deductible is yearly or if it's per incident. Hopefully it is a yearly deductible. I mean, I don't want anything else to happen, but if it does, I don't want to have to keep paying out of pocket. Larry Brown, hero of one of the Cowboys Super Bowls, whichever one they played, the Steelers, had that interception and got paid by the Raiders the next year. Didn't really do anything after that. There he is, Larry Brown. Vaughn Johnson gets the one card with the paper loss. Good thing these aren't sponsored by anybody. Hopefully they'll get better as we go. 53 and 20. Let's see who they are. We got Brian Hinkle and Andre Waters. Yeah, that's the only thing about these higher end ones, that they try to put all the gloss on them and then they just ended up being horrible after a few years. Vaughn Johnson. That gloss acted as a adhesive. There's Steve Young. Steve Young. Him and his toss against the Packers in the playoff game to Terrell Owens, propelled Owens. David Maggott, one of the great returnmen in the game. Got a Charger card and a Browns card. Let's see who we got. We got Michael Jackson. Hee. Probably not the same. Stanley Richard. Yeah, definitely not the same. All right, working our way through here. This might be our first 2-hour break video, as just trying to get these cards to not be horrible. Like, it'd be so easy just to start ripping. I think that's Tuggle. Is that? Nope. Darian Connor. Pre-Tuggle days. Jacob Green. Greg McCurdy. Arizona 56. Anybody remember 91? Arizona number 56. That is Ken Harvey. 33. San Diego Chargers. Ronnie Harmon. I remember that guy. Tried to make it on other teams and it just never worked the same as when he was with them. Russell Maryland. Long time guy for them. Jeff Logman. Is this another Ronnie Lott? 2 Ronnie Lotts in the same stack. Boom. Number 8 for the Jets. Anybody remember? Play the Who's This Gonna Be game. So we got 86 Patriots and 8 for the Jets in 1991. Greg McCurdy and Browning Nagel. Yep. That was pretty much it for Browning. 17 Chargers, 56 for the Falcons again. Connor and John Freeze. 25 Bears. Play that. Who are we getting game? 78, is that Munoz? It is Munoz. And he's not making Modelo commercials. He was awesome on the offensive line. And Brad Muster. So I'm kind of hoping we get Brett Favre. I'm kind of hoping, I don't know. Hope he comes later. Cornelius Bennett, if I remember right. Boom. Part of that 4 Super Bowl team. Those guys were great. Like, they were scoring, putting up so many points. That defense was just awesome. And they just could not get it going in the one game. Like, they were great the rest of the time and just couldn't get it going against whoever they played in the Super Bowl. Mark Jackson, one of Elway's targets. Cardinals, Lewis Sharp. Once we get to seeing some of these cards, it's going to go a lot faster. But for right now, Isaac Holt. Don Beebe, his infamous catch and then bouncing off his head was a staple of NFL films there for a while. Don Beebe. Looks like Dexter Manley, maybe? We'll come back to that one. Sean Vaughn. Do I know my own guys? Let's see, do I? Wilbur Marshall. Yeah, he came over from the Giants. Played for the Redskins. And Jay Hilgenberg. This Altoon. Nope. Rob Moore. Taylor. And 39 from the Colts. Craig Taylor. And Mike Pryor. Getting there. 4 packs left. Low fives is the card on the back. We got a Rodney Holman and a Marcus Allen. Look at this. Marcus Allen. Pro Set Platinum. One of my favorite players, Marcus Allen. Very awesome. Marino getting sacked on that one, but we're going to go to the back one here. Houston Oilers, low 5 in it. Everybody's doing that now. Apparently it was a big deal. Oh, look at this. Brett Favre, baby. Brett Favre, number 290. Let's see if we can get this thing off looking awesome. Going to pull the one behind it off. And then see if we can get this thing looking great. It's not going to be a 10, I can tell you that. I can already see white around the edges, but of course it's like one of the ones that are like really, really stuck. No sponsor on this one, so we'll see how we do here. Alright, card that was behind him was Drew Hill. Another receiving option. He was great in the slot, I believe. There he is, Brett Favre. Atlanta Falcons. That's the card we're looking for here, folks. Brett Favre. Just going to sleeve it up just because. Alright, there he is. Put him in the back here. Brett Favre. Atlanta Falcons, rookie card. So, top left. What is the stack so far? Ricky Jackson. Al Noga for the Vikings. Bill Fralick. So yeah, that was the card. Hopefully we'll find one a little better later on. That one came out okay. Didn't really look at it too much. Jay Novacek, great tight end for the Cowboys. We got Bill Brooks. Andre Reed, great receiver for the Bills. He was part of that. This is the start of their run here in the 4 Super Bowls. Lomas Brown and Bryce Pop. First stack, 6 packs in. Something like that. I think it was 6 packs. Another Todd Marinovich on the back. Mecklenburg, is that Mecklenburg? No, that's Atwater. That's Steve Atwater. Very awesome. Of course it's against the Raiders. Get out of here. I probably was at that game. Ed West. Will Wolford. Who's this? Stephon Page again? Yep, Stephon Page. So we're starting to see some cards over and over again. Hopefully that means we're going to see Brett's over and over again. Steve Broussard. Matt Millen again. Looks like the same pack we had earlier in the same stack. Robert Delfino. This one's a little different. I was going to say, is that a Dion card? Wendell Davis. Offensive line for the Chiefs. And we got a Browns running back, Joe Morris. Joe Morris was with the Giants for a while, I believe. John Alt again, and Bill Romanowski. He was another one that ended up coming over to the Raiders. Bill Romanowski. Two packs left. Eric Swan on the back. Oh, I was like, is that a Bo? Is that a Bo Jackson? That is not a Bo Jackson, though. That is Roger Craig. When he came over, I told you all of the 49ers were coming over to the Raiders. Kevin Green. Remember him freaking out on the sideline? Huge NFL Films draw for everybody. 76, Mike Gann. 50 for the Packers. Anybody remember 50 for the Packers? Eric Swan. Nick Bell. They were just picking guys all over the place. Bell was supposed to be awesome and just never was. He was supposed to come out and do great things, and just did not happen. Yeah, they were always trying to get rid of, or not get rid of, but just replace Marcus Allen. 54 for the Colts. Jeff Herod. Reuben Davis. Ray Agnew. So tomorrow is 91 Pro Set Series 1. Like I said, we're hunting the Bill Belichick on that one. Hoping the cards are a little better than this so we can find a PSA 10 of Bill. Got his hands full with Antonio Brown this year. Ray Agnew, Anthony Johnson. Speaking of Antonio Brown accused of sexual misconduct. I don't know if it's rape yet. It was over a 2-year period with his trainer. So I'm sure, and he's saying it's consensual. She, of course, is saying it's not. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Aeneas Williams was great. He was a great cornerback for a long time. Ended up going to the Rams in the later part of his career. All right, Mark Higgs. No, this one. The Brett Favre one ends up being on the end here. Chris Durbin. And it ends up being like that. It's going to be a great find. Bart Oates. 55. Dallas Cowboys. Jack Del Rio. A Jack Del Rio card. Look at this guy. Remember him. Who was it? With the Jaguars once they ended up coming to fruition. John Offerdahl. Mark Higgs will get him off of there. Ricky Irvins. He was pretty good. Alfred Williams. Seattle quarterback, number 10, sporting the visor. Who's that? Who are you? Dan McGuire, brother to Mark McGuire. Dan McGuire rookie card. Everybody was high on him, and he just never panned out. Vince Buck. Steelers. We got Eric Green. Anthony Thompson. Patriots lineman. And Ricky Irvins. Pat Harlow. That is stack number 1. Top left. No sponsors. Gonna put this one aside. Looking for a better Brett Favre, but that's the one we found so far. There he is right there. Hopefully we will find something a little better looking in the other stacks. Alright folks, time for the top right of the box. No sponsors on this one still. Gonna get right into it. Be cool if we pulled a redemption card. Probably wouldn't be any good anymore, obviously, but it'd be awesome. All right, Rodney Hampton on the back. Look at that catch, or attempted catch. That's a sweet photo. Phil Hansen and a Patriot on the front. That is Bruce Armstrong. Not a whole lot of cards in this set, 175, so we're bound to get doubles. Hoping to get some of Brett Favre, so we have some options for people. Seen that one. Ken Harvey. Seen this one. Definitely seen this one, I believe. Todd Bowles, former head coach. Todd Bowles, going to focus you in as I lost you there for a second. And Phil Hansen. Todd Bowles was a coach. Jeff Herod. Reuben Davis. Redskins, number 40. That is Alvin Walton. Another Redskin. That looks like Gary Clark, the great Gary Clark. Yep, Gary Clark. And Reuben Davis. This is a Redskins pack. Look at this thing. Marshall. Singletary. Mike Singletary. Sans glasses. That's got to be Singletary. Heck yeah, Mike Singletary. That guy, man. Just barking at people from across the line. Very awesome. Next pack. Randall McDaniel on the back. Longtime guard for the Minnesota Vikings. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Chris Carter. There's the other Carter. Now arguing over stuff that he might not know too much about. Mark Carrier. I mean, the football stuff, yeah, I could see him arguing about it, but all the other stuff, like, I don't know. Byers. Keith Byers. Seen this one. We are looking for Brett Favre. Tomorrow we're looking for Bill Belichick. Rufus Porter. Irving Fryer. I used to like watching him. Miami. New England. Pat Harlow. Bounced around with a couple teams. There's Harlow. Leonard Russell. Alan Pinkett. A couple cards we haven't seen yet. And Alfred Williams. All right, Brett Favre. We found one. Hoping to find more. His Atlanta Falcon days before he got traded to the Packers. Steve Young was with somebody prior also. Mel Gray. Kyle Clifton. Jack Del Rio again. Gil Bird. I believe he's the one who ended up getting paralyzed, if I remember correctly. Don Beebe. Eric Moden. Scary moment in the Raider game as Conley got tagged by his own player on that out-of-bounds play. Darryl Green, baby. Fastest man for so long in the NFL. Boom. Joe Gibbs again. 99 for the Raiders. Who is this? Do I remember you? You're not Warren Sapp yet. Winston Moss, right on. Winston Moss. 34 is Aaron Craver, Miami Dolphins. Don't remember you because the Dolphins really never ran the ball when Marino was there. Brian Blades on the back of this pack. We are moving along. Going a little faster on these as these are pulling apart a lot better. Mark Collins. Mike Crowell. Don Griffin, another black and white in the color one. That's pretty sweet. On the back was Anthony Miller, longtime Charger. I think my sister had a poster of him in her room. Benny Blades. So, my parents were old, man. My mom was like 36. My dad was 40 when they had me. So most of my brothers and sisters were either out of the house or on their way out of the house by the time I was growing up. Andre Reed. Harris Barton. Another Steeler here. Andy N. You know who this is? Lewis Lips. Don't know how far back your Steelers days go. Antoine Davis. 81 for the Cardinals. Who's this going to be? Randall Hill. 29. Don Griffin. That's the one we saw earlier. Okay. Getting halfway through this stack. This one's going through faster. The cards are in a lot better shape. So hopefully as we go for C. Rogers and Game Time, their cards are going to be just fantastic by the time we get to them. Henry Ellard. Don Majkowski, the Magic Man, infamously replaced by the man we are hunting today. I used to remember liking Majkowski too. So I think I was a little upset when Favre came in, but he ended up being great too. Bobby Hebert, really not that fantastic. Great in college. Another Anthony Carter. Jerome Henderson. Yep, that's still Jerome. Eugene Robinson. Ended up playing for the Falcons later on and having that scandal during the Super Bowl. Harvey Williams. Mike Pritchard again. Don Shula. The man, the myth, the legend. Colts, Dolphins. Product of Unitas? Or was he really that great? That's the question, man. Darrell Thompson. And Steve Broussard again. 4 packs left. We are on the top right. This video is going super long, but that's just because the packs are a little stuck together, so it's taking just a little bit. They are getting better as we go. And I will say that, and it'll be horrible. Barry Foster. 20 for the Bears. Anybody? Ooh, that one can't part really good. Mark Carrier. There's Duper again. Like I said, if we get the Favre in that spot where it comes out really awesome, it's going to be great. I'll lose my mind. $53. That's Saints. Defense at 90s, early 90s Saints defense was just spectacular. They couldn't get an offense to go with it, but the defense was great. Mo Gardner and Henry Jones. And once again, we got Michael Jackson and Stanley Richard. Definitely seeing cards we've seen before. Trying to get to the one we know. David Fulcher is good. And that is Brett Favre. We've gotten Steve Young. Still looking for the Joe Montana. There's Mark Duper again. Not sure if he was in Series 1 or Series 2, but Robert Clark, Leonard Smith. It didn't really differentiate in trading card database. Just like it didn't differentiate whether or not the Emmitt Smith and the Paul Brown were or not. It's the only thing I don't like about those ones. Like sometimes you can tell because they put, like the card companies will put checklists right in the middle between the two sets. Like the end of Series 1 will have a big checklist set. Larry Brown again. Another Dallas lineman, Kevin Gogan. And Russell Maryland, I believe, is that who that is? Yep, Russell Maryland. 56 for the Jets again. We've seen that card. that is Gogan and Logman. A lot of lineman cards in this. Tom Newberry. They try to get everybody. Tim McKyer. Is this Eric Allen? It is Eric Allen. They're right on. This guy with Tuggle's number. Oh, do we have a Michael Irvin making a horrible catch? I can't believe he okayed this. Oh, I guess he might not have okayed this card. Michael Irvin. Yep, sure is. Look at that. That was like the worst catch ever, Michael. Last two cards are Ricky Nattiel and Bubba McDowell. Man, these cards are bringing back memories of 1991. Good stuff, man. Todd Light on the back. Brad Muster, seen that. Mark Jackson. That's Freeze. Number 30 for the Cowboys. Have we seen this one, right? Isaac Holt. Boom. Anybody know this one? Who's this? Who's this? Come on. Y'all can guess it. Chris Spielman, baby. Boom. One of my favorite players, Chris Spielman. Very awesome. Used to love playing because Scott Mitchell was left-handed, so therefore I played the Lions in early Madden days. And Chris Spielman was the man in those games, man. All right, Craig Taylor. Moving along, chugging along. Mike Pryor. Browning Nagel again. 88 for the Browns. Anybody? Browns fans? Are there Browns fans in here? Todd Light and Reggie Langhorne. One pack left. Top right here. This one went way faster. Yeah, these cards were much better than that first set. Brett Favre on the back again. Top left and the top right had Brett Favre. Oh, man. Am I going to be able to get that off nice? We'll see. All right. This one is Barry Foster. Do I try it? Do I try it now? Oh, that corner's a little... Look at that corner. This one came off great. How come he couldn't be right there? Anthony Munoz again. Are we going to get him off fantastic, or is he going to be all horrible? There's no sponsors, but I'm still taking my time with it. All right, that one came off. We're going to grab a sleeve. That corner's a little dinged up. Definitely looks a lot better than the other card, though. All right, gonna put him back there. I don't know if you can see the difference. Let's see if we can get you in here. There is a little bit of a difference in the cards. Okay, next up. So top left and top right had Brett Favre. Louis Sharp. Will the bottom left and the bottom right have Brett Favre? Any takers? If you're still with us, since this thing is taking a little longer than our normal breaks. Bill Fralick. Jay Novacek again. 80 for the Colts. Bill Brooks. Yeah, Spielman, favorite player. Oh, we got another Steve Young card. I don't know why I liked Don Beebe. I don't know why. Like, there was Boomer Esiason. There was Scott Mitchell, and there was Steve Young, and for some reason, I just liked Scott Mitchell a lot more than I liked the other guys. All right. Brett Favre in the top left, Brett Favre in the top right. Show you one more time here. We got two of them. No sponsors on either one. Will the bottom left and the bottom right have a Brett Favre? Time for C. Rogers. All right, here we go. Bottom left, C. Rogers. Next week is basketball week. Looking forward to that, as always. Love opening basketball stuff. They're all great. Actually, the one I'm really looking forward to is that WCW one. That was prime time for wrestling right there. All right, bottom left, C. Rogers is the sponsor. Boom. Good luck, brother. Hopefully we can find a Brett Favre in even better condition than we did the other two sides. He's been on the bottom of packs. Art Monk. Starting off with Art Monk. Look at this guy. Art Monk. Oh, yeah, definitely coming off better. At least so far. A platinum profile Art Monk. Oh, yeah, you were way out of focus there. Platinum profile Art Monk. Very awesome. It's a little different. That's the first we've seen of that card. Eric Swan on the back. Will Wolford. Marcus Allen. Look at you pulling out all these cards here. Marcus Allen. And Steve Atwater, we were talking about him laying that hit on Christian Okoye. Marcus Allen, Steve Atwater. Feels like a while ago we were talking about that, but I remember we were talking about that Christian Okoye hit. Johnny Holland. Kevin Ross. Aeneas Williams again, maybe? Yep, Aeneas Williams and Tunch Ilkin. C. Rogers, very awesome to our channel. Always getting in our breaks. We try to pull fire for him. Sometimes it works. 87 tops for baseball when that comes back around. Looking for Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Barry Larkin, Bill Romanowski, and Bo Jackson again. First box we did, Eric Swan and Nick Bell. First box we ever did was a couple months ago, probably about the beginning of our channel. We pulled a couple Barry Bonds, found I think one of each of the cards. The second time around was the first, I think, ever buy-in for C. Rogers, and we found Bo Jackson's, but no Barry Bonds, so I felt really bad. Roger Craig again. You were getting the Raiders stack here. Bart Oates. Looking for Brett Favre for C. Rogers. Oh yeah, these cards are coming out much better. Mike Gann. Hopefully we'll find one just like that of Brett Favre. That would be sweet. Dan McGuire, right on. And David Maggott. Looking for Lions and Brett Favre for C. Rogers here. Bottom left stack of the box. Oh yeah, these cards are coming out right away. Drew Hill. Yeah, they are getting better as we go. Ricky Irvins. Mark Higgs. Michael Stewart. Any Brett Favres we find in here are going to look fantastic probably. Ruben Davis and Anthony Thompson. So keep your fingers crossed, C. Rogers, as these cards so far are looking great. Eddie Brown on the bottom of this one. Yeah, look at that. They're just falling off. That's how they should be doing it. Chris Dishman. I remember really liking him. Chris Dishman, cornerback. He was fantastic. Kevin Green. You were pulling fire in these. Barry Word. Andre Reed. It's a who's who of football 1991. Ronnie Harmon. Jim McMahon. You got a Jim McMahon. How sweet is that? I don't know if you like Jim McMahon or not. You probably hate him. But I'm digging Jim McMahon. I was always a fan of the visor. Yeah, these cards are wonderful. Paul Gruber. I hope you get a Brett Favre in this because these cards are just fantastic. Compared to the other two stacks, Eric Green. I'm really liking him as well. He went to the Patriots, I believe, and I was really hoping he would get a ring with them. Chris Singleton, Carl Banks, last 2 cards, Eddie Brown and Charles McRae. Oh, brother, these cards are coming out great. Please have a Brett Favre in there. Dennis Smith on the back of this one. I think Barry was Series 1. Eric Allen. Jay Schrader. Go from the back here, as these are much better. Joe Morris. Keith Sims. Cornelius Bennett again, I believe that is who that is. Nope. Phil Hansen and Dennis Smith. That was the one who I thought gave the hit to Okoye. But you righted the ship on that one. Morton Anderson, Darryl Green, very awesome. There's Schrader. That'd be awesome if you can pull a Vince Evan card. Anthony Miller. I doubt he's in here though. Anthony Miller. And Tom Tupa. Am I just imagining things that he was a punter? Alvin Walton. Warren Powers. Like, am I alternate universing it where Tom Tupa was not a punter in here? Warren Powers with Rodney Peete on the card. Rodney Peete, man. Another Wilbur Marshall. And Steve Broussard. 4 packs left for C. Rogers. These are flying by as these cards are just fantastic. Getting better as we go. Hoping for a Brett Favre number 3. Rodney Hampton on the back. Bruce Armstrong. That Henry Ellard. It is Henry Ellard. First time seeing Henry Ellard. He ended up being a Patriot. I think at the end. Jose Offerdahl. Oh, your first Lion card. Who's this going to be? Do you know who this is? Am I just going to not know and you're going to be all screaming at me that this is who it is? Robert Clark. Sorry, brother, I did not know who that was. Alfred Williams. Eric Moden. Mike Singletary, you are pulling Hall of Famers. Great players. Leonard Russell. Gary Clark, yep, still going. Jeff Herod. Roger, nope, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles again. Chris Carter. And that great catching one, Rodney Hampton. All right, 3 packs left. Come on, Brett Favre, where you at? Nobody thought Brett Favre was going to be anything, so he should be in all these packs. Randall McDaniel on the back of this one. Mark Carrier. Keith Byers again. Michael Irvin. Harris Barden. Alan Pinkett. Got a Brown and McDaniel, Randall McDaniel and Mike Babb. Oh, I thought that said 5-6 for a second. I was like, is there a Lawrence Taylor in here? Kavaris McGee, Don Shula. Pat Harlow, Irving Fryer, and Rufus Porter. 2 packs left for C. Rogers. Pulling a lot of good cards, just not the Brett Favre. Kenny Walker on the back of this one. Tom Newberry. Another Lion for you, 36. We pulled this one before. Benny Blades. Chargers. Gilbert. And a Spielman. You got a Spielman. Look at that. Chris Spielman for you. Boom. I think Moore, Sanders, they were all Series 1. All right, good night. David Fulcher, 39. Darryl Thompson. Is that Saliamua? Saliamua? Dan Saliamua? It is Dan Saliamua. Boom. The unstoppable force for the Chiefs there for a while. Keith Jackson. Joe Gibbs. Don Griffin. There's another platinum profile card. Kenny Walker, that's that one, all right. Aaron Craver. Oh, another Lions guy. 22, who are you? Mel Gray, 23, sorry. Mel Gray, 23, and Kyle Clifton. Hoping for some last pack magic here for C. Rogers. Trying to find Brett Favre. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Did that be? I was hoping that was going to be Brett Favre on the back. There's Magic Man, the guy he replaced. Don Majkowski. Ernie Jones. Bruce Matthews, Hall of Famer. Oilers, Titans. Bubba McDowell. I'm going to feel really bad if the top left, the top right, and the bottom right had Brett Favre. I mean, I'm going to feel good for Jordan, but bad for you, sir, if Brett Favre was in every stack but the one that you said you wanted. Anton Davis. Randall Hill. Eugene Robinson. If that's the case, sir, I'm going to give you one of these Brett Favre's, because Mike Crowell. That's a great picture. I'm digging that. Look at this thing. Mark Collins and Benny Blades. All right, that rounds it out for C. Rogers. Just going to put his stack away here so I know that it goes to him. And we are moving on to the bottom right for Jordan at Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. Still looking for Brett Favre for him. Bottom right coming out. Last stack of the box. This one is the bottom right for Game Time. Jordan over at Game Time. We do our pack roulette at his shop. Very awesome of him to let us be there and do that. So in appreciation to him, I give him a stack. He prefers the bottom right if there are no sponsors. And here we go. Still looking for Brett Favre. This is the bottom right for Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. Jordan over there. Very generous and gracious to us. He's the man over there. All right, here we go. First card, Mo Gardner. So top left and top right had a Brett Favre rookie card. His rookie card that he used, the BW Bug, in his first year in the league. Harvey Williams. Chris Singleton. Stanley Richard. We've seen all these cards before, so just showing the backs. Canavis McGee. There were 175 cards. We've seen just about all of them. We did pull a Dan Saliamua that we hadn't seen in C. Rogers stack, so we showed the full card in that one. Fulcher, Broussard, Leonard Smith. I don't think we've seen his before. Leonard, oh yeah, we've seen that one. Majkowski, Mark Carrier, Tim McKyer, And Mark Carrier again. 2 Mark Carriers. One's a Platinum Performer card, it looks like. Nope. 2 different Mark Carriers, that's why. Out of focus. Boop. There we go. 2 different Mark Carriers. Maybe. All right. Moving on. Second pack for Jordan at game time. Looking for that Brett Favre, possibly a Paul Brown and Emmitt Smith. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh. Emmitt Smith. Get out of here with that. Emmitt Smith, Platinum Game Breaker card. I don't know if this is it or not. I'll have to double check. Oh, man. All right, we're going to be really careful with this one in case that is the card, because if it is the card I'm thinking of, it is 126.50 in Beckett. It probably is not, but I don't know. Not going to take any chances with it. We're going to sleeve that thing up right away. Anthony Munoz. Mark Clayton, you guys are going to have to do some research for me because Beckett wasn't, or Trading Card Database wasn't too sure. And of course, this is the worst pack of Jordan stacks so far. Clayton, or Duper. Darian Connor, Michael Irvin. So he gets Irvin and Emmitt Smith in the same pack. So the card is a PC9 Emmitt Smith. We have not seen this one before. Like I said, I was looking on Trading Card Database. At the very end, it said Emmitt Smith. NNO. So I don't know if it's just like an error card of Emmitt Smith. I didn't see him in the rest of the stuff. So there's Russell Maryland, Darrell Green. This is a fantastic pack. Darrell Green, they're getting better as we go. Is that one on the Emmitt? I don't know if that one's on the Emmitt or not. Not going to take any chances. Vaughn Johnson, Larry Brown. Emmitt does have a slight. Larry Brown. Irving Fryer, I believe, is the one that's attached to him. Oh, man. Nope, the Benny Blades is attached to him. Okay. Here we go. Going to try to get this off as nice as possible. Emmitt Smith, Platinum Game Breakers card. Look at this card. This card is fantastic. I'm not even going to touch it that much. I'm going to put it right in the sleeve. The corner is bent just a little bit. That's from being the last card in the pack. Let's see if we can show you that. Platinum Game Breakers. Emmitt Smith card. That's the back that we saw earlier. So let me know. I'm not even sure because Trading Card Database wasn't too sure about it. I'm going to grab a top loader just in case. We're going to load this up real quick. And I'm sure Jordan will know. Or he'll be able to find out. I may be making something out of nothing, but we have not seen that card yet. Like I said, look at that bottom corner there. See if I can get you a little better focused in. Just a slight ding in that corner. So I don't know how much it's going to take off, but we're going to put him in the back as well. That one is Jordan's. All right, moving on. Wow. It may be nothing. It may be the card that I was looking at. Like I said, one of you, please let me know. You guys are awesome and knowledgeable, so I'm sure you guys will be able to find out. But the ones to see how the ones on the end just kind of stick out just a little bit. And that's from just them being stuck a little bit together. Brad Muster. That first pack was fantastic. All the C. Rogers were great. And now they're starting to get a little like that again. So Muster and Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson again. Oh, the same pack. Back-to-back cards. Somebody was not working in quality control that day because back-to-back cards of the same guy. Why couldn't it have been Emmitt Smith or Eric Allen? It could have been Emmitt Smith. It could have been Brett Favre. I would have been happy with it. Robert Clark again. I don't think we've seen the Saints guy before. Yeah, Gil Fuentes. Ricky Nattiel. So yeah, that's the Emmitt Smith card. That's going to be fantastic. Rob Moore. I'll probably look it up once I'm done. But if you guys see it and you guys know, I'm going to be working on the power rankings. Gizmo finally got done with the power rankings. So hopefully we'll have that before Thursday's game. If not, it'll be either after or on Friday. Thursday's game really doesn't change it too much until the next week anyway. Brownie Nagel got some paper loss on this one, as this one was really sticking together. So we got Gogan and Nagel. I'm still wondering about that Emmitt Smith. Be awesome if that's what it was. Cornelius Bennett. Marcus Allen. John Freeze. We got, Brett Favre's on the back, baby. So he got an Emmitt Smith and a Brett Favre. We're going to try to make oh man, this one's really, you're killing me, guys. All right, we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Brett Favre has been on the bottom of everyone. So, C. Rogers, I'm giving you a Brett Favre. Every stack had one but the one you picked, so I feel really bad. All right, we're getting there. Just trying to get to Brett so we can try to make this as easy as we can here. There we go. Got that just a little bit. Nothing crazy here, folks. Boom. Sleeving Brett up. Like, I get it, it's live action, but this picture's pretty blurry, even on all of them. So there's the one for Jordan. Brett Favre. Rookie card. We had one in each stack except for the one for C. Rogers. So C. Rogers, I'm giving you one of the ones. There he is. Platinum Prospect, card number 290. I'm going to find another. I'll put him back here with this, and then we'll do that later. Okay, so Anthony Carter. Oh man, Emmitt Smith and Brett Favre in the same stack. Why couldn't you have said bottom right, C. Rogers? These two are really going. All right. So that is Mike Pryor and John Vaughn. Freeze. Got another Lion. Jay Hilgenberg. Lomas Brown and Steve Young. We're still out of focus here. My apologies. About halfway through. This one's taking a little longer only because the stacks are not as fantastic as C. Rogers' was. And of course, that's the one that didn't have anybody in it. All right, Marinovich on the back. This one wanted to be seen. Rodney Holman. Bubba Franks. Is that Bubba Franks? That is not Bubba Franks. That is Ed West again. I knew that, and I still said it was Bubba Franks. Marinovich and a Jets. Jets, Jets. Freeman McNeil and Marinovich. Stephon Page and somebody else. Lewis Sharp. Al Noga. Michael Jackson again. Wendell Davis. Bill Brooks. Matt Millen. See, Rogers, you didn't get a Matt Millen, I'll give you that much. Bubba McDowell probably would have thrown that card right in the trash. Set you guys back at least 10 years. All the trades and the cuts and the things he did for your organization. Atwater. Another not Bubba Franks. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, these are really bad. All right, Bryce Pop. The Brett Favre came out really nice, though. I'll give it that much. Kevin Ross, it may not have sounded like it, but it came out really good. The Emmett came out really good. Brett Favre's been on the bottom of every pack that we pulled. I don't think we've seen him. Jacob Green. Reggie Langhorne. Romanowski. Ray Agnew. Anthony Johnson. Delfino. And Aeneas Williams. 3 packs left for the Bucs. 3 Brett Favres. 1 Emmitt Smith. If we can find a Paul Brown, I will lose my mind. I sure hope that is the $100 card of Emmitt Smith. I mean, it might not be worth that much with that ding in this corner, but still, it's going to be a good price. That card's hard to find, so. Mark Higgs. Nick Bell. Drew Hill. I'll have to look up on eBay what that card's going for. Roger Craig. I didn't think we had any chance of pulling that card, so I didn't even try to look it up. I looked up the Brett Favre. The PSA 10s were going for 15. So, and then the regular cards were going for like 5. So, I think it's like, I haven't submitted anything to PSA, so I think it's like $20 to get a card graded. So, take it for what you will. Is that Junior Seau? That is Junior Seau, our first Junior Seau card. Very awesome Junior. Him and Al Toon are the ones that got the league really talking about concussions and what it can do to your brain. Michael Stewart. I mean, before that, guys were getting concussions and coming back into games. You can tell they were getting knocked loopy, and people they were just, it's football. That was the whole thing, is football. Thurman Thomas, another platinum game breaker. Oh, you got somebody with him. There's Thurman, platinum game breaker. So this bottom right is just getting all the cards here. Chris Dishman again. Chris Dishman, if I remember right, he was a 99 one year in Madden. Bart Oates, Spielman, Meggett, Jim McMahon, Saints guy, Vince Buck, Eric Green, 55 for the Patriots, Chris Singleton. Saints is Ricky Jackson, Carl Banks, and Ricky Evans. Last pack of the box. We want to thank everybody for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up. Give us a comment. Let us know what you thought. I mean, the packs were sticking together. There's not much I could do about that. We tried to get the good ones as clean as we could. Most of the cards came out with no paper loss. The ones on the ends here are a little curled up as they just got in a position where they got a little separated from the others. Tom Tupa again. Johnny Holland. Tomorrow is Steve Jordan. Tomorrow is 91 Pro Set Series 1. Ronnie Harmon. There's that Rodney Peake card again. We didn't get Rodney, but we got that card. So that is Paul Gruber, Warren Powers, Morton Anderson, Joe Morris again. Last two cards, Charles McRae and Keith Sims. So we got a couple Brett Favres. 1, 2, one of these is going to be yours, C. Rogers. And for Jordan, oh, not that one. Not the Muppets. Brett Favre and Emmitt Smith. It might not be the one I'm thinking it is, but if it is, that's awesome. Platinum Game Breakers. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. If you saw something in the first two stacks that were not sponsored that you are interested in, anything but the Brett Favres, let me know. If we have people that watch this long and comment and say that they wanted one of those cards, I will gladly spin the wheel of names next week if we get more than one person. If there's only one person, then you will win that card. Don't forget, the Brett Favre is off limits. So any of those other cards, just let me know which one you thought was awesome and that you would like. And hopefully you'll be the only one. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll get to spin the wheel of names as I am digging that thing. Tomorrow, Pro Set Series 1, 1991, regular Pro Set, hunting Bill Belichick. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, do all that great stuff, and we will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.